for the price of one, Mr. Jon Culshaw. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much.
Well, Dominican Republic.
Yes.
What did they think of you?
Well, I'll never forget this waiter, actually. He said, now, what is your job? What do you do? What do you do for a living? So I said, well, I'm an impressionist. I do funny voices. And he said, OK, do impression, do funny voice for me now. So couldn't really think of anything. So, hey, goodness gracious, as it happens, now then, guys and gals. And I did that for him, and he went, goodness gracious, as it happens, guys and gals, who is that?
No idea.
Who is this man? Bizarre, he'd never heard of Jimmy Savile. But I did teach this waiter to do a Victor Meldrew impression as well. And he must have gone away to practice it, because a couple of nights later he just came over and he went straight into this, for goodness sake, I'm not believing it. There's only a hummingbird hovering by the flowers near the tablecloth. I don't believe it. And this Caribbean Victor Meldrew, which was just bizarre.
Now, I know something funny happened to you recently, but before we talk about that, we need to get Steve back in here. So, Steve, I know you're in your lovely suit. Come on, come and sit here. Because...
Enjoy.
There's enough for me to go round.
Yeah. Now, you like this one because... hang on a minute now.
What?
Listen, you'll like this one. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
You will like it because it must be difficult for you, John, when you meet people that you impersonate, and sometimes it could,
It could.
The meeting.
It could. You always hope that the people will like the impression. And a couple of weeks ago, I was walking along the street, and there was this chap just ahead who was sort of looking at me in a sort of recognising kind of way. And lo and behold, it was Dale Winton. It was Dale. And he said, I've got a bone to pick with you. He said, I've seen you doing me on 5's Company. And I was really pleased that he liked the impression. And, I was kind of a bit excited and chuffed by it, really. So, for some reason, I was answering him back in Dale's voice. For some reason. So he said, so how long have you been doing me? I said, oh, since Supermarket Sweep. Really? You do me very well. Oh, thank you very much. And I like the way you do my So there was this conversation going on with us doing the same voices and people walking by. They're talking the same. Going on there. They're talking the same.
Now, Steve and Dale, best buddies.
Absolutely.
Did he was quite happy with
Hated it, absolutely hated it. Taking out a contract on Jon Culshaw, which is... no, he was thrilled.
Yeah.
He was thrilled. I think anybody's flattered who has an impression done of them. Of course, you never think it's like you at all, though, do you?
No.
Well, it was a good moment when Dale liked his impression, and it was an equally good moment when I did you, that
Did
time.
you?
Yes. And you said, oh, start the car. That was good too.
You like his sport, John?
Yeah.
You like his sport, and big fight coming up. Prince Nassim out there in the States.
Absolutely, and he's
How
really...
do you think it's going to go?
Well, it's an interesting one, this. Nassim's really on form for this one. He always talks a good fight, and he's always great in the hype, and out there in New York, he's got something to prove, and, oh, baby, I'm so good, Kevin Kelly, I'm gonna knock you spark out. You just gotta turn up, and you've lost, and I've beat you, and you is nowhere, and, oh, baby, I'm so good, oh, baby. But this time it's really good because normally Nassim's opponents, they don't answer him back. They just say, I come to fight, I try to win, I do my best. This time, this Kevin Kelly, he's another complete nutter who's giving as good as he gets. He says, Nassim, now when you step in the ring with me, you better have something. You better have something. Because if you don't, you're gonna be flat on your back. A bit of a match going on.
Movies, the new Bond film.
Oh, absolutely.
And I haven't been to see it yet, but what do you think about Pierce Brosnan as the Bond?
Well, I think he's shaping up into a pretty good James Bond there. He's very suave, sort of tight-faced, and he's always looking up when he's speaking. And I've got a little scene here which was edited out of Tomorrow Never Dies, a special scene. Now pay attention, 007. Here is your new gadget. Here it is. Ah, fascinating, Q. A piece of old rope. What do I do with it? Well, Bond, just use it to make 9 million quid, run around in a suit for a bit and snog Terry. Yes. Yes, I think I'll have a few more of these, Q. But yeah, he's a good Bond, Pierce. I think he'll be a classic.
Yeah, better than Moore and Connery, you think?
Well, they're all so different, aren't
Yeah.
they? You know, they've all brought different things to it, but they're all equally as good in their own different ways.
Now, there's a very big day today.
Oh, yes.
It is wedding bells for William Hague and Fionn Jenkins.
I didn't get
I used to go to school with, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Who? William Hague?
No, Fionn Jenkins.
Not for Fionn.
Yeah. So what do you make of that?
Well, I didn't get the invitation. Maybe it was my potato on a stick joke a few weeks ago. Which but I think we can cross live to the service now. And William Domebrain Hague, do you take Fionn Top Taffy Tory Totty Jenkins as your lawful wedded wife? Well, for goodness sake, of course I do. What do you think I'm here for? What kind of daft Labour question is that? In fact, I'm getting pretty sick of you. Do you want to fight? Come on, just looking for some boss, bitch, eh? No, just say I do and move on, William. OK, Fionn, I'm cool. All right, Vicar, come on, let's have the next bit. So if anybody knows any let or hindrance why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony... well, if I could just comment... I mean, Fionn, it has to be said, the combination of, you know, pretty good bird and dork is not going to work out in the long term. So I think there are many people in our party, you know, who would be very good for you. I mean, Gordon Brown, you know, Peter Mandelson. He's a bit of a looker, depending on where you look at him from. And, you know...
Listen, John, we're going to have to leave it there. You've got a CD out as well, Capital Punishment, if you want to hear more of Jon Culshaw. For the time being, let's thank him, Jon Culshaw.